Hi everyone and welcome to iTuition. In this video, we will look at how to solve equations with variables on one side. Before you watch this session, you must be familiar with the rules of algebra, multiplying algebraic expressions and inverse operations. I have covered these in my previous videos, so please do watch those. Solving equations means to find the value of the variable. To do this, you have to rearrange the equation until you get the variable on its own. There are a few rules to remember when rearranging. The first one is, you must do the same thing on both sides of the equation. In other words, both sides of the equal sign. So whatever you do on one side, you must do the same on the other side. The second rule is, to get rid of something, you do the opposite, which means we use the inverse operations method, and that is, the opposite of addition is subtract, and the opposite of subtract is addition. The opposite of multiplication is division, and the opposite of division is multiplication. One operation undoes the action of the other. The final rule is, you must keep on rearranging until you get the variable, which is the letter, on its own. Let's do some examples and it will start to make more sense. If you can make a note of these rules, then you can compare them while I show you the examples and understand how the rules are applied. I will start by showing you how to solve equations in one step. Let's have a look at this one. X plus 15 equals 41. I want to get x on its own, so I'm going to use the inverse operations method to get rid of the 15. The opposite of addition is subtract. Therefore, I will subtract 15. But whatever I do on one side of the equation, I must do the same on the other side. So I have to subtract 15 on this side too. Now I do have x on its own because this cancels out. X equals to 41 take away 15 is 26. X is equal to 26. You can check your answer. We've solved this equation now we know that x is equal to 26. So if you replace the x to 26 plus 15 equals 41. It tells us that our answer is correct. Let's do another example. 7x equals 35. Remember, 7x means 7 multiplied by x, and I have covered this in a video called The Basic Rules of Algebra. I want to get x on its own, so I need to get rid of the 7. 7 multiplied by x, so the opposite of multiplication is division. I will divide the 7 by 7 to get rid. But I must do the same on the other side. The rule is, whatever you do on one side of the equation, you must do the same on the other side. I do have x on its own now. 35 divided by 7 gives us 5. So x is equal to 5. And again, you can check if your answer is correct by replacing the x with the 5. So 7 multiplied by 5 does equal to 35. Let's do some equations that involve two steps to solve. Have a look at this one. 4x take away 3 equals 17. I need to get the x on its own. I'll start by getting rid of the 3. The opposite of subtract is addition, so we'll do add 3. We must do the same on the other side. I'm going to rewrite this equation just to make it more clear. So this cancels out. We're left with the 4x equals 17 plus 3 is 20. We still don't have x on its own. We need to carry on rearranging until we get x on its own. So 4 multiplied by x, I will do the opposite of multiplication to get rid of the 4. And again, we must do the same on the other side. I've got x on its own now, equals 20 divided by 4 is 5. So x is equal to 5. And again, you can replace the x with the 5 and check your answer. One more example. 10d take away 7 equals 33. So let's add 7. Add 7 to this side too. We've got a 10d left. This cancels out, equals to 33 plus 7 is 40. We still don't have d on its own, so I'm going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is divide, to cancel this out. Must do the same on the other side. I've got d on its own now. 40 divided by 10 is 4, so d is equal to 4. I'm going to show you a tricky one now, which can sometimes catch you out. Let me show you this one first. X divided by 2 equals 4. So we need to get rid of the bottom number first to get x on its own. The opposite of division is multiplication, so I'll multiply by 2, but I must do the same on this side. This cancels out, which leaves us with x on its own. 4 times 2 is 8. X is equal to 8. Again, we can check our answer by replacing the x with an 8. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. But when a number is being divided by an unknown, such as the reverse of this example that we just did, let's switch the x and the 2 around and put the 2 on the top and x on the bottom, equals 4. So now the unknown is at the bottom. If we multiply this by 2, this would be incorrect. It would give us 2 divided by 2x. We need to get rid of the bottom. So what you need to do is multiply the x by x, because 2 divided by x and the opposite of division is multiplication. So to get rid of the x, we will multiply it, and that cancels out. But we must do the same on the other side. Multiply by x. This now gives us 2 on this side equals 4 multiplied by x, 4x. We still don't have x on its own, but we have a problem that we know how to solve. So we need to get rid of the 4 so we can get x on its own. The opposite of multiplication is division. Divide by 4. We must do the same on this side. So now we do have x on its own. 2 divided by 4 is 0.5. So x is equal to 0.5. I did this example with you to show you that you can cancel variables the same way you can cancel numbers. And this is what you would do if you had an equation where a number is being divided by an unknown. Have a go at these practice questions. I have put the answers in the description box of the video. Good luck! In my next video, I'm going to show you how to solve equations with variables on both sides of the equation. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel for more videos.